Hey everyone, thank you for joining us at Inbound Crypto. Today we're going to talk about Cryptodelics Limited. So that is another high yield investment platform that we have dove into, we have invested into, we have received payments from, and we are going to talk about that. We're going to break it down for you today, and we are going to dive deep into the analytics behind it and the numbers and talk a little bit about the risk levels that may come out of this high yield investment platform. So if you have not heard about Cryptodelics, Cryptodelics has been on the market for about 12 days now. It is fairly new, and that's why we kind of, invest into it a little bit, field it out, see if we can pull the money out, which we have. We have gotten payments from it, and then we can judge whether or not this is a profitable and credible source for a use of a hype. So we're going to run through this. I will talk to you about the review that we have here, and you can see whether or not this is a worthy hype for you, just like it has been for us. The daily interest rate for Cryptodelics is averaging between 10 and 15%. Now, they break it up into three scales. It is 10%, 12%, and 15%. And the increase in percentage that you are getting on a daily rate of return is a direct correlation to how much Bitcoin you are putting into the system. So the more you put in, the higher interest rate you're going to have. Now, the length of the investment, very interesting. This is actually open-ended. So the break-even point, which we'll talk about, is really a interesting factor here, because then you're going to be playing with the house's cards, essentially, right? The principal investment that we put in ourselves was $300 flat. Can you compound? Yeah, you can. You can actually invest two ways. You can invest from sending BTC from a wallet directly to this platform, or you can say, hey, I want to pull my money from the return that I'm getting and reinvest that back into the system to create more yield on that. Referral payouts. Referrals are broken down from 5% to 1%. I believe it's a 5 to 1% scale, and there are three tiers. Now, days online, like I said, they only came out 12 days ago. It is November 18th, so they are fairly new at this point in time. They only accept BTC payments, and you can only get BTC from this platform. They're going to pay you out in USD, but their only transaction that they have in the system right now is Bitcoin. Public team, no, there is no public team. I have not seen anything related to their transparency in this. Yes and no. It's fairly new. It's a new platform, so you're going to see some discrepancies here and a lack of transparency. But I will say that they do have their social media presence out there, and there are currently to date there are 31 reviews on the Facebook page, and all of them are 5-star reviews. So interesting enough, usually you see people saying bad things about hypes and seeing negative annotations toward these platforms, but there is not one out of 31. You would think that you can anger someone in a 12-day period, but luckily or surprisingly, they have not. They've been doing really well with the reputation of their platform. They actually say, we're here to stay. We are here for a long-term play, and we're not going anywhere. That is what they write on their site. I believe that they say they're here for 2020 and beyond. So it's interesting, right? The min withdrawal that they have, which has been the same since day one, is a 0.0005 BTC. And depending on your interest rate, you may be getting that or more on a daily return. And they pay out daily. So you'll be getting payments which you can withdraw every single day. And you'll have that right in your platform, right in your wallet right there, which you can then shoot over to a wallet like Exodus or something like that, whichever you prefer. Our investment, like I said, was $300 US or 0.039 BTC, and we're shooting for a $30 no compounding return. And we are not compounding this for two reasons at this point in time. One, we want to see the availability of being able to pull the $30 out with ease, which we have. We have seen that. And we also want to make sure that that is something that's remaining constant. It's always easy to pull that out. We're running into no problems. And it has been effective, and we have been seeing that. Now, what you also have to think is, if this is a short-term play, there's about medium to low risk, which you see right here. And If it is a long-term play, what is the risk? Well, it's high. And the reason why we say that is merely because of the high yield investment platform arena. We're seeing that based on payouts, based on interest rates, this is what category this platform falls into, much like many others out there. Now, that's not to say that it's going to last more than 30 days. It could last 60, 90, 120. We'll cover that. But, there are questions and there are speculations with these types of platforms and the length and longevity of where they're going to be in days to come. Now, what's interesting enough is your break even point, the amount of days that you have until you can say you are breaking even and getting your investment dollars back, is only 10 days. So you see that right here, only 10 days. And that is not far out. So do we recommend compounding? No, I wouldn't recommend it. I would at least, at minimum, get your investment back, get your $100 back, and then you're playing with the house. You're playing with pure, money that is not actually from your investment. It is from actually the interest that you're getting back. And then you're playing with the house's cards. You can go and do whatever you want, compound that, grow that amount, and then it's just a fun game from there because the money is coming in from purely interest rate. Did we receive our initial payment? Yeah, we did. We received that initial payment. This is our payment ledger right here. You can see that. We're actually seeing that we get $30 a day because we are not compounding. And so far, we have made $120 back all together based on those $30 a day that comes out. And it's roughly $30. Now, let's see something interesting. I want to point out right here, this is the 10-day break-even point where we get our 300 ROI back. The ROI stands for return on investment. We get the $300 back in 10 days, 10% a day, 10 days, $300. Then we're playing with money from the house. Now, what's interesting is to look at what the possibilities are if you are compounding. So, like I said, right now we are not compounding. We can turn that switch on at any time. Everyone has the availability to say, hey, I'm ready to compound, reinvest that, and go for it from there. But like I said, at least get your initial investment back. Make sure that the system's paying out. We see it not only ourselves, we see it on the hype monitors, the tons of them that are out there. They're paying out. So what I want to talk to you about next is actually the compound projections. If you start compounding, what does it look like for your portfolio inside this platform specifically? So upon our $300 investment, because we're not compounding right now. If we start, we're still starting at $300 unless we put in more, which, like I said, we'll withdraw our ROI back and then we'll start to figure out whether or not we're going to compound this. But we will take that investment of $300 and we will multiply that by 10% a day. And you multiply 300 by 10%, you get $30. If you reinvest that $30, you get $330. You multiply that by 10%, that day's payout is $33, and so on. That's how we calculate the compounding projections. What I did here was I highlighted every 10-day period on our compound projections. So on day 10, if we're compounding for 10 days, our principal amount moves up to $643.08. Our interest rate return on that, the return for that given day, is $64.31. And, it's very interesting. We just doubled in 10 days what we're making for our return. Now let's move to another 10 days. That 643 moves to $1,667.98 with a return of $166.80. So we're moving on up. We're continuously growing the account. Now on day 30, you're at $432 on day for the return for that day. On day 40, $1,122. Day 50, $2,910. Day 60, $7,549, 13, and so on, right? But what you have to think about is, are these platforms going to last for that long? We don't know. It's a high yield investment platform. We don't know the longevity of it. But what we can say is compounding has some very, very interesting results. the return you get on that 10-day period is doubling. On that 20-day period is, almost 5 times, 6 times. On that 30-day period, you may be 15 times what your initial rate of return was. So the results that you get from compounding in these platforms are dramatic. And we just wanted to illustrate that to you. If you are interested in Cryptodelics, please click the link below this video. Check it out. It is an interesting portfolio investment style. You will really like what you see if you're into those high yield investment platforms because they have some interesting features. They have even really been on top of things. They haven't moved things around. Sometimes in high yield investment platforms, you see that. And we look at that here in the Hype Trust Grader. Have they changed interest rates? No, they've been steady. They have kept exactly what they were aiming for from day one, and they're paying that. Have they changed the affiliate system? No, they are keeping that affiliate system. It's that 5-2-1. And are they delaying payouts? Nope, they're paying every day. We haven't had a problem. Delayed support response? No, actually, if you go on their Facebook, they're pretty on top of responding to people. They're pretty on top of being active in the community, and they're talking with people. So they are really on top of the support aspects. They're out there doing things, frequently posting. Future site maintenance. Is there anything planned to date that we know of that they are going to need to do to the site because of volume or because of maybe adding different platforms for currencies, adding Litecoin, Ethereum, Monero, whatever it is? No, we don't know that. They haven't said anything like that at this point in time. So, where they're going right now is exactly where they've planned. We've seen steady, consistent growth, and it's pretty much on target for what they were hoping for. Have they changed minimum investment amounts? No, they haven't. That 0.005, to be honest with you, is really low. Everyone will pretty much be getting that on a daily return. So that's great. That really allows everyone, or almost everyone, to be able to pull out on a daily basis. So it's interesting. That's really low. They have kept that. They've been really good with that. They're looking at a lot of different people coming into this network. It's actually growing rapidly. So if you want to play your hand in Cryptodelics, click this link in the bottom of the video and check it out. I think that it's great. You can see how frequently they're posting and staying part of the community. And I really think that this is something that you should check out. It's an interesting platform. We've been doing well with it, and I think that it may be enticing for you too. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you have any comments or if you have any questions about Cryptodelics, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section, and we can help answer those questions for you about anything in this platform. Check out our next video. Should be coming out soon. Subscribe if hypes and high yield investment platforms are for you. We're going to be talking about them frequently, and I think that this channel can be so valuable to anyone's portfolio. I hope to see you again soon.